all jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, I'm this and that for life. I'm on West for life, nigga, this a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rankings give me, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind fit. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like bad pal, but ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times, then it's death do us part. Look. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name. So you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing. Ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it. I pity those watching life as it goes by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead, that's all I don't. In the photo, salute my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles are making it official. I'm capturing every crack I'm surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
No remorse in my blood, Slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
You see, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot, they like to claim.
Well, it's hot.
Let me know when I'm live.
Huh? I'm live? All right. Hey, Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbarakatham to all the brothers. Yahweh Shamar Lathan by Shem Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. We're the ISUPK. Start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. And we've been teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the truth of the Bible since 1969. All right. And today is the last class about the curses. You know what I mean? Bringing out the history. The curses is our what did it say? The Bible prophecy is now our history. Yeah, of the Israelites. But now it's actually some of the things are still happening to us. You know, something is still happening to us, like being hid inside prison houses. When we was at camp last week, what were we talking about last week? Last week, the situation came up about us having enemies and how our enemies put drugs in our neighborhood, right? But see, they put drugs in our neighborhood, and then so they gave us the drugs to sell and to do, and then they lock us up for doing the drugs and lock us up for doing for selling the drugs. Right? They gave us the drugs and then lock us up for using it and lock us up for doing it. They give us the guns, then they lock us up for when we use the guns. Right? It's almost like a trap, like a snare. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what it said, and that's really what it is. It's a trap. You know what I mean? For us to sin, it's a trap for us to sin. So that way they can say we didn't do anything. All we did, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We didn't make them do the drugs. The drugs was just in their neighborhood and they chose to do it. We didn't make them kill each other. You know what I mean? But what else does what do poor people or people in poverty want to do?
Use the things that are freely given to them.
Yeah, that, but why are they using the drugs?
Because they're trying to escape reality.
They're trying to escape their poverty. They're trying to escape their poverty. And the way they escape their poverty by escaping reality, like you said. You dig what I'm saying? The way they escape the poverty, the way they escape the gang banging is by doing the drugs. Because when you high, you don't know what's going on, nor do you care about what's going on. You understand? You understand? So that's what that's what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? And another thing is about the guns, right? They always talk about like black on black violence and how they're so rude to mean to everybody. You know what? You know who has the most violence towards their same race? Our oppressors, exactly. With the mafias and the different gangs, and you know what I mean? We think we good, we think we gangster, but we ain't shooting up the whole block right on the side of a Cadillac with a Tommy gun. We're not doing that. You know what I mean? What's up?
Or blowing up buildings. Because they just blowing up buildings.
Yeah, you feel me? We're not doing things like that. We're just selling drugs, trying to make it. You know what I mean? Day to day. You do what I'm saying? We're not making big multi-billion-dollar criminal enterprises. But then they always want to call us the thugs, the gangsters. You know what I mean? Give me Isaiah 51 and 20. Give me Isaiah 51 and 20. Because now that we don't have anything productive to do, what do we do, Capiar? What do gang members do?
Now that we don't have anything
productive to do. You know what I mean? Back in the 30s and 40s and back in those times, see, we were trying to come together as a collective and build cities like Black Wall Street, right? Build cities like Durham, North Carolina, and Rosewood, Florida, Seneca Village. We were trying to do things in the community, Harlem Renaissance, right? We were trying to build businesses and all that, but now what do?
now we go on the streets killing each other.
Now we go on the streets killing each other. What do gangs do?
Do gangs do?
Yep.
They go selling drugs to other people?
Yeah, selling drugs to each other, but where do they hang at?
In the streets.
In the what?
In the streets.
Yeah, on the corners. In Baltimore, Maryland, they got a thing called a corner boy. Yeah, they got a thing called corner boys. It's a term that was deemed by, it was a show called The Wire. In Baltimore, they don't really call them corner boys and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They call something like hoppers. You know what I mean? Shorties on the block, something like that. You know what I'm talking about? They don't call them corner boys, but they deem that term because when your parents tell you go outside, right? You got a son, and they tell you stay on the stoop or stay in front of the house. You got some that stay in front of the house. You know what I'm talking about? Some that stay on this block, stay on this street. You got some that stay on the street, but then you got some that just go to the corners. Hold on. Go ahead. Oh, whatever. You got some that just go to the corners, right? And that's what we do. That's what we do nowadays. You see, when you see a whole bunch of men or teenage boys, young men on the corner, that's what you think of. You think of gang members, drug dealing. You know what I mean? You think of people doing things that are not acceptable to society, or hell, even acceptable to the Most High. You know what I mean? You think of them sinning. Yo, what's good, Ak? Shalom, Lord in Christ. What happened? I mean, whatever. Come bring that. Come on. Let's get into it, bro. We got a good class today. And I know y'all want to learn it. Shiznit. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. We're gonna get into that history next. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 20. Thy sons have fainted.
It says our sons have did what?
Fainted.
Our sons have fainted. Boy, it's hot. I need a towel or something. It said our sons have fainted. You know what I mean? What does it mean by fainted? What does it mean by fainted, Capiar?
They've given up.
Yeah, but as an Israelite, we were the first to do this. The first with the belief of one God. We were the first to, you know what I mean? We were the greatest empire. You know what I mean? We had Solomon was the greatest, wisest king ever. King David was the one man not to mess with. We have the one true living God. You know what I mean? And what does it mean by fainted? Yes.
When we've fallen from our power, or that we've fallen from our ways or customs.
Yeah, that too.
We've fallen into a trap.
Give me hold that. Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 10, verse 22. Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 10, verse 22. This is gonna everybody should write this down. This right here is going to explain what we're talking about, how the sons have fainted. You know what I mean? Because at one point in time, we were held at a high standard. We held ourselves at a high standard. We held each other at a high standard, right? And then our sons fainted, right? Now we don't hope the best thing we can hope to be is a basketball player, NBA player, a football player, a drug dealer. You know what I mean? A pimp. Something wicked. What's up?
You said 2nd Ezra
chapter damn man. 10 verse 22. There we go. Go ahead.
Is the second book of Ezra, chapter 10, verse 22. Our psaltery is laid on the ground.
Right, our psaltery. Right. Well, what is it? What is a psaltery? What is salt? What does salt do to food? What does salt do?
Our seasoning.
Right.
Our spirit.
Our spirit, our seasoning, our what makes us us. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead. Is it is laid on the ground.
Our song is put to silence.
Right? Our song is put to silence. Go ahead.
Our rejoicing is at an end.
Right? Our happiness is at an end. Right? Because we were rejoicing. We the greatest thing on this planet. We do this, that. And then now all that is been taken away. Right? Go ahead. It's faded. Fainted. Go ahead.
The light of our candlestick is put out.
You know when it says, let your light shine amongst men? You know what I mean? The light on that candlestick has been put out. Keep going.
The ark of our covenant is spoiled.
Right. What is the Ark of the Covenant? Yeah.
Our materials are like goods. Like the things that we kept, or like the scrolls, like all that.
Okay, Google. What is the Ark of the Covenant?
According to Wikipedia, the Ark of the Covenant, also known as the Ark of the Testimony or the Ark of God, is a legendary artifact believed to be the most sacred relic of the Israelites, which is described as a wooden chest covered in pure gold, with an elaborately designed lid called the mercy seat.
It's the most sacred item in Israel, right? What was held in the Ark of the Covenant?
Scrolls.
Ancient scrolls.
And then the staff.
The scepter.
The scepter that Noah had.
Right. Moses.
Moses.
You know what I mean? So that the Ark of the Covenant is what?
Our most sacred item.
No, it says on the Ark. It says the Ark of the Covenant is spoiled. When something, so they basically spoiled our nation, our most goodly things. Right? Go ahead. There's a picture of Titus taking things from taking like gold and silver and artifacts from Jerusalem in 70 AD when he sacked it. You know what I mean? That's what they're talking about. Go ahead.
Our holy things are defiled.
Right. Our separate things from everything else are defiled. Go ahead.
And the name that is called upon us is almost profane.
Right. Well, because what do they call us? They don't call us by the name of our God. You know what I mean? They don't call us Yasha'Allah. They don't call us Israel. What do they call us? Taziyar.
Call us by the name of our presence.
Yeah, but no. What do they call us? Capiar?
A color. Black.
Black, brown. They call us bywords, right? Niggas, spick. That's what they call us. They don't call you Judah, Zebulon, Benjamin, Levi, Reuben, Naphtali. They don't call us those. They don't call us those names that the Lord called us. As the Lord gave. They don't our God-given name. Hey, I just used it. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Our children are put to shame.
Even our children are put to shame. Even our children are put to shame. Give me some examples on how our children are put to shame. Yeah. Was it Hillary Clinton that called our children roaches, or was it Joe Biden? It was Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton. It was one of them that called. It was Hillary Clinton that called our children roaches. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? Our children are sleeping at the border right now in foil blankets. You dig what I'm saying? In Haiti, our children eat mud pies. I thought that was just a fabrication of some, like mud pies. Aha, kids do that. Ha ha ha. In Haiti, they're actually eating mud pies, mud cookies. Yeah, dirt, cookies. You dig? Keep going.
Our priests are burnt.
Right, our priests are set on fire. Ain't that not what they did to us? They hung us on trees and set us on fire? Are burnt out, bro. Treating our priest like that. The men that keep that enforce the law of God. You dig what I'm saying? We go out to camp and be like, we're priests and prophets and this. They be like, we ain't no damn priest. Because the priests they believe in molest children, and we don't do that, so we can't be priests. You dig what I'm saying? We can't be their type of priest, but we are priests of the Lord. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Our Levites are gone into captivity.
It says our Levites have gone into our priests have gone into captivity. They're the one that hold the laws of God and enforce the laws of God, and we let them go into captivity. Not only that, the Haitian people, geez, they're like the most persecuted. You remember we was watching those videos, and the Levites were killing each other and set each other on fire, and they was chopping each other up with the machetes. Was you here, Taziar? You wasn't here. You left. But you remember that, Capiar? I remember that. Those were our Levites, our priests. Go ahead.
Our virgins are defiled.
Who knows a virgin here? Yeah, anybody know a virgin? Hit the age of 15 and still a virgin. You see how y'all thinking about it? Like, damn, no, I don't know any. Yeah, only in the ISUPK. Still don't know no 15-year-olds. Oh, I know one. Only one. We all know her. Think. All right, never mind. Go ahead. We'll tell you off of camera.
And our wives ravished.
Our wives ravished, right? How many men marry wives that are virgins? All right, no sweat. Go ahead.
Virgins are women that are developed, right?
Of a meritable age, yeah. Women of a meritable age.
Your question was how many brothers have sex with?
Yeah, married virgins. Mm-mm. Yeah, if you're using the sense of that of woman of meritable age, but they be a woman of meritable age. How can I put it?
But it's like, so after she gets married, she's pretty much no longer even available.
No longer available.
She's no longer available. So that means.
So how many women are married and then still try to make themselves available? Most of them. That's what we're talking about. You dig what I'm saying? They might be meritable age, but they belong to somebody else. But in their mind, I left him. Things like that. It's the mind state of it. Go ahead.
Righteous man carried away.
Oh man, I'm looking for it. Hold on. Okay. Read that one more time.
Our righteous man carried away.
Right? Our righteous men carried away, captive, put in prison houses, enslaved, castrated, mutilated, hung on trees. That's what they do. That's how they killed what's his name? Nat Turner. That's how they killed Nat Turner. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So you're reading or?
Yeah.
How did they kill that?
Like that. The men that he was with betrayed him.
Brothers betrayed him?
Yeah. And they captured him and put him in captivity again, and they hung him and castrated him and set him on fire.
Was that the brother that saw the chariot?
I don't know if he saw a chariot.
Nat
Turner was
he led a rebellion based on that?
Yeah. He led a rebellion based on he was reading the Bible. Yeah. Nat Turner, you ever seen that movie Birth of a Nation? Oh, you should watch it.
Our little ones destroyed.
Right. Our little ones have been destroyed. You know, now they're teaching in the schools about the transatlantic slave trade, and they call it the transatlantic migration. Like we migrated across the oceans over here. And I got a question about that. If we migrated over the ocean, what about the ones that Christopher Columbus took over there to Europe? Was that still a migration? Now they just migrated to Europe, huh? I don't know. Go ahead.
Young men are brought in bondage.
What do young men do? No. What do young men do? Yeah, but what do they do? No. This is young men are brought into bondage. Who fights the wars? Young men. Old men for counsel, young men for war. And it says our young men was brought into bondage. No more fighting. Go ahead.
And our strong men are become weak.
And our strong men are become weak. Right? How many times you look on YouTube or whatever, Facebook or whatever, and see a big strong brother acting effeminate? I see it all the time. I be looking like, bro, you about big as me. Switching and talking, girl, ooh, and nails out the hair, and it's just weird. Weave and makeup. I be looking like our strong men become weak. At one point in time, that was the face of the village. You know, they don't mess with him. He's the, you know what I mean? He's a warrior. Now he's a booty bandit. You dig? What's up, Cappy? Are you had something to say? We're just gonna leave. We're gonna let them. We're gonna leave them names out. We're gonna leave them names out. But I know the names. I'll tell you after class if you want me to. But we're gonna leave them names out. You know what I mean? I just pray to get that sissy spirit under control. Get all that sassiness out their blood. Zestiness. That's what it's called, zestiness. You know what I'm talking about? That zesty sauce. You get that out their blood. That's not his name. Yeah, his name is something else, bro. You know what I'm talking about? It's crazy though. It's crazy to be that big and be that zesty. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh shop for this ISUPK, where men can be men and women can be women.
That's right.
You feel me?
Man, that's just one of that scripture I never read that.
Keep going.
Verse 23. And which is the greatest of all?
What do y'all think the greatest of all is? No, the greatest of all that's lost its saltiness. Yeah, that's a good one. What do you think? We all wear one. Man, it's because you read it. You read it. Keep going.
The seal of Zion.
The seal of Zion. Get this right here. Look up seal. The seal of Zion. That's the one that lost it. It lost, right? Figs. They don't even want to wear it. They call it the Star of Molech. It's a guy in the Bible that was worshipped, and he had a star. But we know stars don't have points, right? We know stars are balls of gas and people. So when it says Star of Molech, it was talking about a superstar or a celebrity, a famous person. Like, you know how Caesar Borgia is the star of Christianity? Michael Jordan is the star of was the star of the NBA. No, not kinda. He was.
I thought it was the guy with the NBA.
Jerry West. Yeah. Everybody don't know. You say. I thought it was the guy with the NBA logo, but you know who Michael Jordan is. Nobody knows who Jerry West is, but everybody knows who Michael Jordan is. Everybody knows who Michael Jordan is. You know what I'm talking about? LeBron is the star of the NBA today. You know what I mean? Caesar Borgia is the star of Christianity. Make sense? So they had a Star of Molech. You got it? Seal?
S-E-L.
He helped spelling it out.
I used to think zeal was spelled with a C.
That's zeal. Like vibe.
So
Yeah.
seal, device.
Hold on. What are we talking about?
A seal?
A what?
A seal.
All right, go ahead.
So it says seal, device bearing a design, name, or some other words so that it can impart an impression in relief upon a soft substance like clay or wax.
Okay, so that's talking about the seal. You know how it's the signet. You know what I mean? How they'll stamp it, put it in wax, and they'll stamp the letter, let you know that it came from the king. And when you broke the king's seal, somebody brought you a letter. You feel me? Oh shit, that's from the king. You feel me? If the seal was broken, you're like, who opened my letter? You think I'm talking about? Go ahead.
Used as a mark of authority and authenticity.
A mark of what?
Authority
and what?
And authenticity.
Authentic. You know what I'm talking about? A sign of authority and a sign of being authentic. Now I understand why fake Israelite groups, don't want to wear the shield of David. Because they don't have that authority. And they're not authentic. They're a break off of a break off of a break off of a break off. You dig what I'm saying? They're not authentic. They're not the One West. They damn sure not the One West that they left. Is there any more on that? Keep going.
On letters, etc.
Oh, that's it. Go ahead. Let's start 23 over again.
Verse 23. And, which is the greatest of all, the seal of Zion has now lost her honor.
Right, the seal of Zion has lost her honor. How did it lose its honor? Yeah, how did the seal of Zion lose its honor?
Because now everybody views it as a star of David. Or the star of something.
Moloch.
A star of Moloch.
Okay.
You want to know what it represents?
Who wears the shield of David today outside of the UPK?
Oh, persons.
Right. Amalek wears it. Yeah, like he's the authority of it. You dig what I'm saying? But then he speaks Yiddish. How the hell you gonna use an ancient Hebrew symbol, right? But then speak a modern day Yiddish. Weird. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
For she is delivered into the hands of them that hate us.
She's delivered into the hands that hated us. The shield of David is delivered there into the ones that hate us. And who hates us? Our oppressors. Our oppressors. Right? Now go back to Isaiah 51 and 10. Salakia, yeah, what you said. Mm-hmm. Whoever wants to, go ahead and do it. Y'all should be fighting over who want to read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 20. Thy sons have fainted.
Right, we fainted. We're not in the power that we used to be in. You know what I'm talking about? We fainted from power. Lost all our power. I lost our priesthood, lost our power, lost our seal. That's why I say our sons, because you know I was talking about our sisters and how they're not virgins no more. We did that. You dig what I'm saying? You understand? We let them go. You know what I mean? Instead of us standing up like as men and protecting our sisters, we let it go. We let it happen. We let our young boys go off and become skinny jean wearing, effeminate men. We let it happen. That was all our fault. You dig what I'm saying? You probably wasn't around, Taziar. You was around Capiar when the brother was he a brother? The one that shot up the school in Elmendorf?
Elmendorf?
In Elmendorf, right up the was it Uvalde, my bad.
Oh, Uvalde took on Uvalde.
Yeah, you was around. Was you around?
Was that Stein brother?
Yeah. I don't think he was around then.
I know about it.
Yeah. But what did General Muhammad say?
What General Muhammad said about that?
Yeah. He forgot already. What did General Muhammad say?
If I remember correctly, he said that was going to be an ongoing thing.
No. Yeah, he said that. But that's not what he said.
What he said about the brother?
No, what he said. What did he say about the whole situation? His exact words was that we're not doing enough.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
It's our fault that he shot up that school. Because we're not doing enough. You dig what I'm saying? He probably needed help. Cry out for help. But he didn't know where to go because we are not doing enough. It's our fault. It's our fault. Our sisters lost their honor because it's our fault. Our young boys lost their honor because it's our fault. You dig? It's our fault because we're not doing enough. We're not reaching enough souls. We're not talking to enough people. We're not going out to camp enough. We're just not. You dig it? The shield of David lost his honor because we haven't given it honor enough. We haven't destroyed enough fake we haven't destroyed enough Amalek. You know, you do what I'm saying? We haven't conquered enough fake Israelite groups. Yes.
So I think he was talking about that actually, about how like we weren't going out to camp enough. Like he probably could have came out, if the Lord could send him out, he would probably need help that day. We talking about like how he wasn't there.
But that was the day that we decided not to go to camp. That was the day that we decided, oh man, camp, we're tired, this, that. We're not doing enough. It's our fault. Everything that we just read in Second Ezra 10, it's our fault. That's our fault. Because we're the priest. We're the men that give honor to God. We're the men that serve the Most High. You dig what I'm saying? Where was we at? Go ahead.
Thy sons have fainted.
Uh-huh.
They lie at the head of all the streets.
They what?
They lie at the head of all the streets.
What's at the head of the street? You know, the head is where it begins, right? You know, that's where the street signs are. Where are the street signs at? On the street. On the corners. It just so happened that black men, Hispanic men, Native American men, what do we do on those corners? We sell drugs. We gangbang. We do everything against God on those corners. But hold up. What does the ISUPK do on those corners?
We teach the word of God on them.
We teach about God on those corners. But it's not talking about us. It's talking about the ISUPK. It's talking about the rest of Israel. That we need to get up off those corners and get on the corners with us. So they can at least learn about what God they should serve and how they should serve God. You understand that? Keep going.
As a wild bull in a net.
Right, they be on the corner as a wild bull in a net. What does a wild bull do in a net? What does a bull do in the first place? A bull move around bucking and trying, you know what I mean? Now, what about a wild bull that's stuck in a net? What?
You go even crazy.
He go even crazier. That's what they say. We running around as wild bulls in the net on the corners. Go ahead.
They are full of the fury of the Lord.
Right, they are full of the anger of the Lord, fury of it. That's what they're full of. That's why they're killing each other, because they got a spirit. They want to fight, but they don't know how to. They don't know who to fight and how to fight. So they end up fighting each other and killing each other. That's what they want to do. That's a curse. Keep going.
The rebuke of thy God.
Is that it on that?
Verse 10 and 20.
No, don't go to 20. Go to Isaiah 42 and 22. Oh, Lord, it's hot. Huh? Isaiah 42 and 22. Right? So now they're going out to the corners. They're going wild and crazy, right? What happens to them?
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Right. This is the people robbed and spoiled. Why are they out there on the corners? Caviar?
Is there more? I'm trying to make money on this one.
Why are they out there on the corners, Taziar?
Frustrated, broken.
They're what?
Broken.
And what else?
Frustrated.
Why? Don't we have leaders? Ain't there a Christian church on that same corner that they're on?
They call themselves that.
But it's a Christian church on that corner, right? And then on the next corner, it's another Christian church.
But they don't serve us.
They don't do what?
They don't serve us.
Come on, give me what I want.
They're liars.
No, give me what I want. What is the Christian church in our communities? The Catholic Church in our communities? What does it represent?
Almost?
Nope.
False cars
Nope.
or businesses.
Nope. Yeah. But nope.
Hustlers?
Nope. What does it represent to not to you, but to the people outside of these of the ISUPK? What do those Christian church represent? Huh? Nope.
False prophets.
Nope. We were just talking about this, Caviar.
How would it? Oh,
Why do my mama go to the Christian church? Why do your mama go to the Christian church? Why do his daddy go to the Christian church?
Because they love the oppressor.
Nope.
because they don't love God.
Nope.
You said, why do they go to Christian?
Yeah.
Because they don't believe in God.
Nope.
They feel safe?
Nope. All right. Y'all done?
No.
I have no idea.
They're looking for leadership.
Oh,
They're looking for somebody to lead them. And once they figure out that that church is leading them to death, where are they going to go?
Back to this.
Huh?
Back to this. Back to their lives.
No. Where are they going to go?
they go to other guys.
No. Where did you go once you found out the Christian church was lying to you and wasn't nothing? But you came where?
So you became.
Where are they going to go? When they find out Christianity and their pastors are rotten, stinking liar, thief.
They're going to seek better leadership.
And where's that at? Where are they going to go?
So the corners where we at.
To the corners where we at. Where are they going to go?
So you became.
Where?
You became.
Because that's where you went. They're going to find leaders. They're going to find better leaders. So what are you going to be?
A better leader.
Are you going to be a what?
A better leader.
A better leader. And that starts with what? What does being a better leader start with? When you in the Christian church, they're leaders too, right? But they're leaders of wicked things: pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, child molestation, sleeping with women, sleeping with other brothers' wives. What are you going to lead them to?
Following the law, statutes, and commandments.
And what is that called?
Being holy.
Right and wrong. The understanding of right.
Righteousness.
No. Yes. Yes. But that's not the word. We were talking about the word yesterday.
Separate.
Last night. Because you have morals. Because you have morals. You have morals. So there's no way you'll be caught dead sleeping with another brother's wife because you have morals. There's no way you'll be caught molesting a child because you have morals. There's no way you'll be caught stealing somebody's money because you have morals. You have integrity. You wasn't raised to steal from people. You were raised to help people. You were raised to take that brother's money, that brother's money, that sister's money, and feed thousands. That's what you were taught to do. You wasn't taught to take that brother's money, that sister's money, that brother's money, and go pay your bills. You was taught to feed the homeless with that money. Right. Wasn't that what you was taught? You wasn't taught to steal from the people. You was taught to take from the people and give to the people that need it. Because you have morals. And you're going to teach the people morality. You ain't telling them, oh, you're going to have a big house, a big car, a nice car. You're telling them, oh, what you're going to do is serve God. And you ain't always going to be up. Sometimes you're going to be down, but you always going to have the Lord with you. And I'm going to be with you too. Brotherhood. I don't care if you ain't got $1 in your pocket. You're still my what? Brother, my sister. And you belong to me. You belong to me because we belong to Christ. You dig? You understand that? Yeah, we might be under some curses. And yeah, we might be on punishment. But damn, we on punishment together. We might not be able to eat nothing but ramen noodles. We're going to take your ramen noodles and your ramen noodles and his ramen noodles, and we're going to put it together, and we're going to make us a 5-course gourmet meal called a spread. You're going to put some chips in it, some sausages or something, beef sausages. You know what I'm talking about? You think what I'm saying? Onions and bell peppers in there. Have we not did this before, Capiar? Have we not did this before, Taziar? We have did this before. You dig what I'm saying? And it was delicious. Put little vegetables in there and everything, broccoli and cauliflower. It was like, and everybody had enough. Because that's our job. That's our job, is to come together. Nation not desire. Gather together. Serve the Lord. And gather as many brothers and sisters as you can together. And when they come, they're going to come hungry. They're going to come needing clothes. They're going to come needing water. They're going to come needing things. And our job as priests is what? To provide for our nation. I'm just saying. Keep reading.
They are, all of them, snared in holes.
Right? Go ahead.
And they are hid in prison houses.
How many of our brothers is in prison? Raise your hand if you know somebody that's in prison. I wish I had more people in here so everybody can raise their hand. You do what I'm saying? Because that's where they hide us, in prison houses. They hide us in prison houses. I remember what was it? I think it was in Jasper, Texas, where they were where they were just when people had committed crimes, and they were just taking on any black person and telling the, you know what I mean, picking them up and telling them that give you a plea deal of 10 years. You might want to take this plea deal because if you go to trial and was found guilty, you know what I mean, you might get a life sentence. And that brother or sister never did anything and never did anything wrong. They didn't commit the crime, but they know if they would have went to trial, they would have got life. So they signed up for the 10 years plea deal. Yeah, all over America that's been happening. It was a whole Lifetime movie came out. I remember watching it. And I was like, damn. Before I was in the truth, I was young. I was young in the game. I was like, damn. It's like on a plea deal. You know what I'm talking about? You plea deal because you don't want to go to trial because they arrested you and charged you with this. He was like, I ain't do that. Well, we got somebody say that you did that. It was you that did it. Imagine that, Capiar. You on your way home from work, and the police just round you up and grab you up and be like, well, did you just break into that store and rob that store? No, I ain't robbed no store. I got off work. Well, somebody said it was you that did it, and they arrest you, and they say you can take this 10 years and be out in 5 and do 5 years on probation, or you can take it to trial, and if you're found guilty at trial, you can go do a life sentence. We're not privy to the law. We street niggas. I'm sorry. We're street ninjas. You dig what I'm saying? We from the streets. We don't know anything about the law and the white man's law. We just know shit, life sentence. I can do 5 years. Life sentence. I can do 5 years. But here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge on the Commanding Journal Yohana, you don't take that plea deal. Call your camp leader. You know what I mean? You can't reach your camp leader. Call me, and I'll tell my camp leader, hey, Tazayar is in jail, and they saying that he robbed the store. I know he didn't do it, sir. I know it. I know him. He didn't rob the store, sir. He was in there getting a beer, but he didn't rob the store. You know what I mean? And a bag of chips. Probably like Doritos. Because I like Doritos. But he didn't rob the store. You know what I mean? If he didn't have the money, he would have just called me and be like, Slucky, sir, can you cash out me a couple dollars so I can get something to eat? I'm hungry. But he didn't rob that place, sir. You know what I mean? What do you think our camp leader is going to do? Our camp leader, no, he robbed the store. No. He's going to get on the phone with Captain Yatazak. Captain Yatazak going to get on the phone with the generals, everybody, and we're going to get Tazayar top-notch, what do they counsel? What do they call it? Lawyer? They call it a counsel, right? Yeah, top-notch attorney. You know what I mean? It's going to be like Law and Order. It's going to be like Law and Order. Doom, 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 doom. Brother with a briefcase walking in. Flipping over the. You know what I mean? My brother didn't do this. I object. I don't know. You know what I mean? You think what? You think what I'm saying? You think what I'm saying? Because we don't let that happen. We don't let that happen. And maybe everybody else should have a whole bunch of faith in God too, in the Most High. Have a little bit of faith in Christ. What's up, Capiar?
Let's get the video surveillance. Let's pull that up.
Yeah. Let's get the video surveillance. I object. This case should be thrown out. It's absurd. You know what I mean?
Oh, they're gonna be like, well, you cannot actually. What you call it? You
can't persecute this brother if ain't no evidence saying that he did it. We got such and such over here that said he did it. She's on drugs. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna really take the word of a drug addict. You know what I mean? And Taziar is gonna come up. You know what I mean? He's a hardworking brother. He's a priest of the Lord. He don't only keep God's laws, he keeps the laws of America also. You dig what I'm saying? What's up, Taziar?
Before I came to the school, I was a troublemaker.
Shit, who wasn't?
Right. And I just realized this, just being in and out of there, I never saw, and this goes back to second entrance 1022.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw like frail brothers going into it. You know what I mean? Like frail, so
A nerdy brother.
right.
With glasses, like, I'm scared to be in here. Frail.
Yeah, frail.
I'm scared to be in
There's
here.
always some tough people. And I feel like that's the thing. We target those strong men.
Yeah,
Strong men. That's
just
what took me back to second entrance 1022.
of course they're gonna target the strong men. Who's gonna fight? Is it gonna be the nerdy brother that's gonna fight? It's gonna be the strong man that's gonna fight. He's gonna be like, get behind me, nerdy boy.
Yeah.
Little nerd, get behind me. You better not touch him no more. You know what I mean? It's gonna be me and you.
It's always like that in intake. It's always
Tyrone
they've been here before.
and Darnell. Them niggas, Tay-Tay and them. Like, I ain't killed nobody. Nigga, you probably did. You know, so you look like the type. But I believe you, brother. If you say you didn't, hey, you didn't. You know, so I'm with you. And then you see me around there punking everybody for their noodles. You know what I'm talking? You like, this nigga did that. You feel me? You feel me? And then he comes bust down some soups with you. Here, bro, you ain't ate in a couple days. You're like, damn, maybe he didn't do it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you feel me? Or he'd take everybody's soup and bust the whole soup, bust about 10 soups down with everybody. Like, damn. Like, you know what? Tyrone pretty cool. You feel me? What's up, Tazi? Capiar?
Even in prison, we still have the mindset of trying to split between everybody. Like,
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, they're in a place where they need to stick together for survival. So of course they're sticking together for survival. Nigga, you got some soups? Hey, you got the cheese? Yeah, I got some sausage. Come on over here, bro. Who got the onion? You got some onion? Yeah, well, let's go ahead and make some soups. Let's go ahead and make a spread. That's why they call it the spread. A spread. So everybody can eat. You think on? But you know what they talking about, you know. What's up?
Actually, I think I seen a video where like brothers was in there making food. Like they was making food in there. And
Hey.
they be like, yeah.
Hey,
Like this.
I just see some niggas grill on the steps.
You know what I'm
Yo, I was looking like, wait, I had to rewind the video. Like, what? Is these niggas in jail grilling on the steps? Start thinking like this. These niggas are creative. I just seen them make a whole cake. I'd be like, how the fuck is these niggas make cakes out of candy bars and honey buns and shit? I know. I start thinking like, where do you get the video? Where do you get a phone to take video in jail?
Yeah.
No, they do.
They do be doing
What?
that in prison.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It be niggas got whole social medias. I'm like, I be on Facebook like, I know he in jail. When you click it, it's him in a whole bunch of jail. I was like, how is he in jail with a phone? Then you start thinking like, man, maybe he out. You know what I'm talking about? Then he only answers certain times of the day. This nigga in jail.
They be having full TikToks, doing TikTok dances. I be seeing that.
Bro.
What?
It's crazy.
Jail?
This how you make a pie in prison. See what you gonna do? Nigga made a tutorial for a pizza video. I said, how in the hell is he in prison making tutorial videos? They got cell phones. Yeah, pizza out of ramen noodles. Ramen noodles, chili, cheese, and I be looking like, what the like? Hey, niggas are creative. Niggas are creative. I don't care what anybody say. Boy, we are the greatest. You know what I'm talking about? Real talk. My Hispanic brother, I see my Hispanic brothers make enchiladas out of ramen noodles. I said it's the end of the world because it looked delicious. But it looked delicious. I was in there like I was at the crib, you know, early in the morning, like you be looking like, yeah, that shit fire. You know, I might need some. I need some of that. That shit fire right there, boy. We're the greatest. Even in prison, they can't hold us down. There's brothers that go to prison and go into the library and read law books, and they make their own appeal and get out of prison. You know what I mean? There's no way you can hold blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans down. I don't care if they do hide us in prison houses. You know how many brothers come out of prison and are success stories? Come out of prison and start and they start businesses. Go into prison, get a barber license, come out and start a barber shop. You be like, damn, I'm trying to start a barber shop my whole life. I was cutting hair past 10 years. And you go in prison and come out and you got a, you know what I mean? They're the greatest. You go in there and come out with degrees. You be like, you couldn't even read when you went in there. Hey, I had to read, so I had to do something. They come out with business degrees and shit. You be like, high school diplomas, and every niggas in the world that don't have high school diplomas, but you got out of prison with a high school diploma. What's up?
So in the prison, if they don't do anything, if they don't do nothing, aren't they just like standing at the wall and who's going insane?
No, they working out. They come out with their mind right and swole. Good exercise. Strong. What's up?
Or slave. Remember, maybe like 5 years ago when they held the California fires, they were using prisoners to put the bitches out.
For real?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They get paid like $1 a day.
Oh wow.
They were using prisoners to put them out. But it's either that or stay in your cell 16 hours a day.
That's terrible.
$1 a day?
That's yeah. Yeah, niggas don't
they don't collect that money. That goes to the rent for their cell.
What did Mike Epps say? He said, "Niggas be like, I ain't working for no $7.25 an hour." He said, "Get busted and work for 23 cents a day." Ain't that about him?
Yeah, that's not funny.
That ain't funny, but that's the thought about it. That makes sense.
They was using them brothers.
No, that's how much they get paid. They get a job in prison and get paid 23 cents a day.
They charge you for exactly.
Yeah, get paid 23 cents a day. And then the soups alone is 10 cents.
But that money don't go to you though.
No.
It goes back to the state.
The soups are more expensive in jail than out of jail.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the ramen noodles, they're more expensive inside of prison than out of prison.
On back with like $2 or $3. That's true.
Yeah, you know, and even those dollars, it's like, yeah, 20, 25 cents, 50 cents. I don't know how much the cups is because I don't buy the cups. I buy the packet. I do buy the cups, but it just make it easier for everybody to come get a cup of noodles. Let's keep reading on that scripture.
Okay. Book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 22. But this is the people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
Right, all of them. Caviar. Give me that article I sent you. We're gonna do this article, finish out the scripture, and then we're gonna where we left off last week. That's where we're gonna go.
One more sentence.
I know we're gonna. What I said, we're gonna finish off this scripture, and then we're gonna go to where we left off last week. Because I got an article. Black people, Hispanic people, Native American people, we have been put in prison houses and hid in prison houses. But now, in the past couple years, there's a turnaround going on. I love it. I love it. There's a turnaround going on. There's more Black, Hispanic, and Native American people not going to prison, and there's more oppressors. Love it. I want to give a high five to the Most High. You know what I'm talking about?
It's always been like that. Like, white people get arrested way more than us, but they serve the least time.
Yeah, but now,
Are they serving their whole time?
but now Black people ain't going to prison. They're not going to prison as much because you know what I mean. The pandemic happened, and we got PPP loans, and we started businesses and shit like that. While the white man is still trying to scam, and now he's going to prison. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
The gap between the number of blacks and whites in prison is shrinking. Blacks have long outnumbered whites in the U.S. prisons, but a significant decline in the number of black prisoners has steadily narrowed the gap over the past decade.
Because niggas ain't going to prison no more. Well, what does that mean, Taziar?
Means we're not committing crime.
What does that mean about the ISUPK?
It means we're listening.
No, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah. What does that mean about the ISUPK?
Taking care of business.
That means we taking care of business. TCB. We taking care of business. The Lord's business. We're doing something right. Because in the past 10 years, less black people have been going to jail. Hey, I'm just saying. Most High in Christ. Go ahead.
According to new data from the Bureau of Justice Statistics.
Baru. The barrel.
A barrel stock.
I was like, Baru. I started thinking, like, what the fuck is a Baru?
It's like barrel.
Yeah, like the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation. Yeah.
At the end of 2017, federal and state prisoners in the United States held about 4,400.
Oh no, we don't need that part. We did. Drop down to the next paragraph.
The gap between white and Hispanic prisoners of imprisonment also narrowed between 2007 and 2017.
That means we're doing the right thing because Hispanic brothers are going to jail less also. We're narrowing the gap. Give the Most High hand. You know what I'm saying? We're narrowing the gap, man. We are narrowing the gap. We're doing our job. We're doing it. Keep going.
But not because of a decrease in Hispanic prisoners. Instead, the number of white prisoners fell while the number of Hispanic inmates increased slightly. At the end of 2017, there were 100,000 more white inmates than Hispanic inmates.
Look at that. They want you to believe that Hispanic and black people fill up the jails. When it says it was how many more than Hispanic prisoners? How many more white people prisoners than Hispanic prisoners?
There were 100,000 more white inmates than Hispanic inmates.
Look at that. Look at that. Look who. Somebody should just lock all these thugs up. They're just ruining America with this white on white crime. They're ruining America with this crime that they're committing. They need to lock them all up. They're ruining America. They're ruining America. Somebody should just lock them all up. That's what I'm saying. They're all criminals. Somebody should just lock them up, man. Because there's more of them out there committing more crime. They should just lock them up before the next elementary school gets shot up, or the next what do you call it? The next country western concert gets shot up. Somebody should just lock them all up before the next grocery store gets shot up, or the next Christian church gets shot up. I'm just saying, somebody should just lock them all up. Yes.
I saw something online. They said start locking them up as kids.
Hey, you remember that video, Capiar? With the little Edomite boy? He said, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to be a murderer. Why do you want to be a murderer? Hey, can you grab my bottle of water out the freezer? Why do you want to be a murderer? Because murdering is fun. He's playing too much Call of Duty.
It's not locking him up now, right?
Yeah. Put him away. I would have put him away. I couldn't have been president. Yeah. I couldn't have been president or whatever. You know what I mean? Boy, he in jail. Boy, put him in baby booking. Well, that ain't y'all water. Yeah, get him. He took the water from him. Hey, those water look like they're depleting too, right? The ones on the right. It look like it's just like 2 less than what it was last week. All right. All right. Hey, go back to the scripture. Why? Why? When I bought water. I bought water for camp. I bought 3 waters. I bought 3 waters for camp. Let's go back to that scripture.
They are for a prey.
They are what?
They are for a prey.
Because they prey on us. They prey on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
And none deliver it.
And nobody can deliver us. Not Joe Biden, not Donald Trump, not Barack Obama. Martin Luther King couldn't do it. Malcolm X couldn't do it. Who else? Jesse Jackson. Nobody can do it except who? Taziar. He's the only one that can redeem us. He's the only one that can save us. He's the only one. It was his job. You know, you have a job. I got a job. He got a job. Like the work for the Lord. That was Christ's job. To come and save us from our enemies. Look, Domino. That was Christ's job. Go ahead.
And none deliver it for a spoil, and none said restore.
Right. For a spoil. And nobody can restore it. Because Christ is the only one that can restore it. Everybody understand that? We good? We want to go back to what we was at last week? Joel 2 and 3 and 2. Something like that. Because I think it was Capiar's mom that was asking the question about all the nations, right? And about the transatlantic slave trade and the sub-Saharan slave trade. Yeah. Go ahead.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Right. Where's the valley of Jehoshaphat? What does Jehoshaphat mean?
The valley of decision.
Yeah. All right, everybody give Tazi our hand. I didn't expect him to know that. Hey, the valley of decision. The Lord is going to bring everybody to the valley of decision. Go ahead.
And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel.
So when the Lord said he's going to plead with the nations, right? What is he going to do? He's going to get on his knees and beg the nations, oh, please stop killing the children of Israel. Please stop killing my people. Please just let my people go. All right, Tazier, you answered a lot of questions. Caviar?
Oh, you come and say you can either do this or this.
Nope. Tazier? Nope. Oh, do what? He's not doing no fighting. Ain't no fighting going. They're not going to be able to fight back, and he's not going to give them no choice. He's been giving them a choice this whole time. He already made his decision. I've been trying to tell y'all to do this for the longest, and y'all don't want to do this. So now, I took all the food out your grocery stores. The river Euphrates is dried up. Mississippi is dried up. There's hurricanes and storms and wars and rumors of war. Everything is happening like I said it was going to happen. And, you know what I'm talking about? My prophet's been out on the street in San Antonio, right there at the Alamo, going stupid. Ham out there. Can I say ham? I can say ham, right? It's pork, but it ain't eating it. Been going ham out there, letting everybody know what's going on. And you still didn't want to change your ways. The Lord ain't pleading with them, but you know what I mean? You do this or you do that. The Lord's like, all right, I gave you your chance. You know what I'm talking about? Smack them all the way down to the pits of the earth. Keep going.
For my people and for my heritage Israel.
Right.
Whom they have scattered among the nations.
How did they scatter us? How did we get scattered among the nations? Taziar?
Slavery.
How did we get scattered among the nations? Capriar? Give me where's that slavery Egypt to slave ships? No, I don't want to hear that no more.
It is the same thing.
Nope. It's not the same thing. Because if you say that, then they're gonna say, yeah, you're right. Irish people was slaves. You have to be very, very specific. The Bible is very, very specific on that. Go ahead.
The greatest atrocity.
What book are you coming out of?
Oh, this is the book. Into Egypt again with ships.
Right.
The greatest atrocity recorded in the annals of human history is without question the transatlantic slave trade.
No, it's the Holocaust.
Without question, the transatlantic slave trade.
No, it's 9/11.
The transatlantic slave trade.
World War II, World War I.
The transatlantic slave trade.
The greatest atrocity to mankind is the transatlantic slave trade. Was the Irish in the transatlantic slave trade? No. And it's important that you stand on that. Because was the Chinese on there? Because I remember somebody told me about the Chinese because they helped build railroads and stuff like that as indentured servants. That they was in slavery also.
That They came willingly.
I don't know. I don't know how they came. I just know they didn't come like the children of Israel, like blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
It is estimated that anywhere from 20 to 1 million slaves died during the Middle Passage alone.
No, that don't say 20 to 1 million. That says 20 to 100 million.
Oh, it's like 100 million. 100 million.
Died in the Middle Passage. But, you know, look, transatlantic slave trade, that's only black people. So where did Hispanics fit into that? The Hispanic people don't, you do what I'm saying? The Hispanic people wasn't enslaved. They didn't go on slave ships. Show me how about your thoughts. Okay, can I? Salagi, sir, can I give you a call back? I'm teaching class. All right, Shalom Lord Christ. No.
The victims of slavery suffered the most wretched conditions imaginable.
The most wretched condition imaginable. It's only black people. What about the Hispanic people? The Hispanic people was never slaves on slave ships. Oh, contraire. Give me black Indians, bro. I think it's page 24 or 25. Maybe I should just, you know what I mean? I have to prove it, right? I can't just say it. I have to prove it. That my Hispanic brothers went on slave ships first. My Hispanic brothers went on slave. They started off the transatlantic slave trade with my brothers, my Hispanic brothers. It's highlighted. Yeah. It started with Columbus.
This is the book Black Indians. It began with Columbus.
Right.
For the people of the Americas, the arrival of Columbus was hardly a blessing.
Right. It was not a blessing that Christopher Columbus came to the shores of America. I know everybody, we got Christopher Columbus Day, and everybody like, oh, Christopher Columbus, he discovered America, which is weird. You know what I mean? I need to discover a new car. I need to discover, you know what? I need to discover some money. Go ahead. It was not a blessing for Christopher Columbus to come to those shores of America. Go ahead.
On his first day, October 12, 1492.
Now that's specific. On the first day. So we got to be reading from his memoirs. Or somebody's 400, 500, 600 years old that was there with Christopher Columbus. And it was like, yeah, I was there. It was October 12, 1492. I remember like it was yesterday. Go ahead.
The explorer wrote in his diary, I took some of the natives by force.
He took some of the natives by force. You remember, how they say when the Pilgrims came here or whatever, they ate turkey and stuffing and all that. I didn't. That's not what that just said. What did Christopher Columbus say in his diary on the first day?
I took some of the natives by force.
He said, I took some of the natives by force. I didn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't like they gave it willingly. I took them by force. Go ahead.
He later found the original inhabitants to be tractable, peaceable, and concluded there is not in the world a better nation.
Look, you know what the Lord said? The Lord said that we're the greatest people of ever, right? What did Christopher Columbus just say?
There is not in the world a better nation.
Look, I don't know if he's reading the Bible, but he's just saying what the Lord said. Go ahead.
His response as an European was to say that Indians must be made to work.
It must be made what?
Must be made to work.
It must be made to work. Is there a reason why we work so hard nowadays? Because they're it's a Taziar.
was it easier?
No, I said, is there a reason why we're working so hard today?
I just looked up the word trifle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's where easily managed and controlled.
No.
Like we ain't gonna write like basically follow orders.
No, we right. We right. But when it said it must be made to work, it's the reason why we work so hard today. Because they're following the orders of Christopher Columbus.
Yeah. He saw that spirit in us.
We must be made to work. Because when more you work, the less you think about freedom.
You want to explain why we work so hard?
Yeah, because they were made to work. Keep going.
Oh, indeed, I see. To adopt our ways.
Adopt our what?
Our ways.
Our Christianity, our Catholicism, our Easter, our Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays. We have to adopt all the ways of the white man. Yay, the white man. We have to. That's what he said. They must be made to work and adopt our ways so we can start looking at them like God. Keep going.
The Christopher Columbus, whose unique seamanship and courage had opened the Americas to European penetration.
Right, they opened the Americas to European penetration. Christopher Columbus was the first one to come here, and he opened it up. That's why they called it a whole new world. Because Christopher Columbus was the first one to come over here, and oh, geez, there's people over here. It's a whole new world, and that's when everybody start coming. Say you give me 50 men, I can conquer the rest of these people. And they sent those conquistadors, those conquerors. What's up, Capiar?
Is that what they meant by he discovered the whole new world? He discovered the world of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Or Native Americans?
Yes.
The world,
No, they say he discovered a whole new world because it's different from the old world. What's up, Capiar?
So they wasn't talking about it. They was talking about discovering the new world, meaning the people.
You said what?
They wasn't talking about the land. They was talking about discovering the new world, meaning the people.
They could have been talking about the land too. You never know. But they could have been could have been talking about the people too. It was just everything was new. But then, Christopher Columbus was a so-called Jewish man. Did y'all know that? So he was looking at the people. He was like, and he's looking at them. He's like, those are Jews. You know what I mean? That's how he was saying. He was like, those are Jews. That's Levitical law. He knew what he was looking for. Because he was reading Ezra, Second Ezra. And Second Ezra is where they talk about where the 12 tribes went to Arsareth. He knew what he was looking for. He didn't mistakenly go looking for India and found this place. But keep going. But they're gonna say something about the transatlantic slave trade. How he rode back to Spain.
Also began the transatlantic slave trade. He started by shipping 10 chained
not Arawak. But it was only 10?
By shipping 10 chained Arawak men and women to Seville, Spain. In 1498, he wrote enthusiastically to King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella about the business possibilities. From here, in the name of the blessed
Trinity.
The blessed Trinity.
No, the blessed Trinity is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Oh,
that's the blessed Trinity. Go ahead. In the name of Catholicism, in the name of Christianity. In the name of Christianity, in the name of Catholicism, they should be, what would you call it? Slaves. In the name of Christianity, in the name of Catholicism. And it's a damn shame that our people have a nerve to follow that thing today. KPR.
This is where like where they say that the Most High and Christ one.
Yeah. What's up, Tom?
What's up with that Holy Trinity stuff? Because I was notice I was just skeptical. But with that crap, that's how they justify that it's righteous. Because the Holy Trinity is like divine from the Most High. It's passed down to the priests and whatnot. And as long as they do that, or like when Christopher Columbus came here, he planted his flag and he's like, in the name of Pope, whoever, this land belongs to Spain or Portugal or whatever.
Most High in Christ.
That's
You,
how they
you know, when Christ return, you know, when Christ returns, it's gonna be good business that we. You feel me? It's gonna be good business, and in the name of Christ, you know what I'm talking about? Caviar, you got your whip? In the name of Christ. You know what I'm talking about? No sweat. Do your thing. Have fun. Be in your heaven. Do your thing. But when Christ returns, ooh-wee. What's up?
I'm gonna say we didn't made to work.
Made to work, nigga. They just gonna be working. I ain't making them do nothing. Clap for me.
But wasn't that their job then? The Most High made them to be able to serve us.
I know.
That was really what they was made for.
I know. Oh, that's what they're made for. And they're gonna be doing a great job. I'll be out there clapping. That's right. That's right, Bill, Tim, Bob. That's right. That's excellent pick. That's excellent cotton picking. Ooh, I'm gonna be playing them against each other and everything. Bob, you get extra water today because you picked the most cotton.
You're not gonna put him in the ring?
Huh?
I'm gonna put him in the ring.
Oh, they're gonna fight on their own.
I'm putting him in the ring for my team.
They're gonna fight on their own. They're gonna fight on their own. When I keep giving Tim excellent pick, cotton picking, Tim. Get some extra water.
Yeah, you're not paying attention.
Tim, that's what I'm talking about, Tim.
Yeah.
Get some extra water. Then 10 days in, Bob gonna be like, why are you picking so use a house cracker, huh?
Yeah.
That Tim down pull Tim, come to the house. I'm gonna give him a glass of lemonade.
You know, sneak in this room.
I'm like, nah, Tim, go ahead and take that out to the field.
Really loud in here.
Go take that lemonade to the field. It's for you. Don't you better not share with nobody else. And he gonna drink all the lemonade in front of everybody. Gatorade and shit. They're gonna go back to the slave quarters and be like, in the slots. Tim. He's a house. You know what I'm talking about? You ever seen the Boondocks? Catch a Freeman?
Yeah.
You ever catch a Freeman at Tobias?
In the quarters.
Yeah, at Tobias.
Yeah.
Oh no, Tobias told us that that you wanted us to sing louder and louder. You remember? And then he started to beat Tobias. He said, "I'm gonna give you my screenplay." You know, it's all screenplay. They laughed at him. He said, "Nigga, you're not supposed to know how to read." That's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
From here, we can send all the slaves that can be sold. When he loaded 1,100 Taino men and women aboard 4 Spanish ships, and the crowding and the stormy Atlantic crossing took a fearful toll.
Yeah.
Only 300 survived.
Go ahead.
But Columbus and Spain had decided to continue the profitable slave trade from the Americas.
How many did they lose? 900? 800 they lost 800 Taino people, right? And they still said that's good, that's profitable. God damn, boy, boy. That's it. Yeah.
Seville became the slave capital of Spain.
Oh, Seville became the slave capital of Spain. What are you talking? So what are you talking about? How the Taino people and my Hispanic brothers didn't go on slave ships? There it is, right there. A curse that's for my Hispanic brothers, and they said Seville, Spain, became the capital of slavery. So that means they kept doing it. What's up?
Does that script also confirm that you would be brought again into Egypt by way of ships? Right?
Well, let's get it. Deuteronomy 28:68. What? Yeah. That book right there, that history book right there confirms the Bible. 28:68.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Right.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Stop. When it says the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again, right? Is that place there? Why is it called Egypt? Yes.
Because the word Egypt means the house of bondage.
Right? The word Egypt means the house of bondage. So why did the Lord choose to use Egypt right there instead of Mizraim? If Mizraim is the real place, is the real name of Egypt. Masazarium in Hebrew. It's on. Hey, you got. What's your rank? What's your rank? What's your rank? You got to know that's the real Egyptians. Matazarium, Mizraim, because Egypt is a Greek word.
Why did they change it?
No, not why did they change it?
Because the civilizations that came after learned from Egypt.
Okay.
How to be a slave, a house of bondage.
Right. Okay, I'll take it. The house of bondage, right? So replace that Egypt word with bondage or slavery or captivity. Yeah. Read it, but instead of saying Egypt, say captivity or bondage.
Yeah.
Read it.
And the Lord shall bring thee into captivity again with ships.
Who did that happen to? It also happened to Egypt, Irish people. Chinese came here as slaves on slave ships. Keep reading.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Right? Meaning their homeland. What Chinese people aren't allowed to go back to their homeland? What Irish people are not allowed to go back to Ireland? Well, when you say you want to go back to your homeland, they suspect you're thinking of Africa. If you would never found the ISUPK, you would have thought you was from Africa. And then like, what tribe you from? Madumbu. Igbo.
It was like, you would probably been like Africa.
Wakanda. Maybe like, yeah, I'm from Wakanda. Niggas walk around talking about Wakanda forever, like Wakanda's a real place. Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Wait. Read that part again.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Now, see, now that's very specific. Pacific. You know, black people mess up every word. Pacific. That is very specific right there. Was everybody sold? And was everybody sold to their
Enemies?
Everybody wasn't sold to their enemies. We was bringing out last class how much of an enemy the oppressor is to us, right? Everybody wasn't sold to their enemies. You know, the Irish, right? Irish came here as indentured servants, right? Who was the first taskmasters? Uh-huh. The one overseers. Nope. English owned the plantation. Who was the one that was overseeing?
Overseeing the English?
No, overseeing the slaves. What the Django said to Sheffields, right? I like the way you die, boy. Capriar? The Irish. The Irish and Scottish were the first overseers. That's why now, you know, in San Antonio, the chief of police is who? Who is he?
Irish.
Yeah. What's his name? William McManus. He came from New York. He was the chief of police in New York, and he came here to be the chief of police because they're still overseers. Oh, I took what you was gonna say. You know, I'm teaching the class because they're still overseers. The slaves are still the slaves, and the overseers are still the overseers, and the rich is still the rich. Does that make sense? Nothing changed. Nothing changed. Keep going. What's up, Capiar?
So pretty much we all just kind of like involved with them. You know, they just became more rich and gave us. We're still really just poor. I mean, it's really just like a little bit of extra love. How do you explain it?
What they do now? They give Oprah money. They give Dave Chappelle money. What's the dude? Whole Jay-Z. They give Jay-Z money. That's what they do. And because Jay-Z and them is good at selling the dream, when he said the devil is a lie, he said, because I'm getting money, that gotta be some nigga shit. Right? Oh, I'm getting money, so I gotta be the devil. That's nigga shit. That's what he said. What's up? I like that song too.
So they
getting white money, but I'm still black. Niggas claiming king, but I'm still that. Hova, Massa, Musa.
They give us stars, money, and wealth, so we can look up to them.
Yeah, but also because they're good at teaching a lie. They're good at telling you to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I did it. I sold. What did Jay-Z say? I sold drugs and didn't get caught. And look at me, I'm rich and successful. Keep reading that. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:7. Gift destroyed the heart.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
Right.
And no man shall buy you.
Now, when it says buy, that's an old Quaker's word, a Quaker English word meaning save. No man shall save you. Why ain't no man gonna save us? No. Why ain't no man gonna save us?
Why no man gonna say that?
Mm-hmm. They said no man shall buy us, right? No man's gonna save us out of this captivity. Why?
Because Christ is the only one that can.
Up top, give me some. Because Christ is the only one that's gonna save us.
That was his job.
Yeah, he's not gonna. That's his job. That's his job. That's his job is to save us from our enemies. We got sold to our enemies, and it's Christ's job to save us from our enemies. Who's gonna like? I don't even want that job. I don't want Christ's job. I'm gonna let him handle that. So, like you, sir, I can help you, but however you want me to help you. But you want me to take your job? Nah, it's like you, sir. Salakia. You feel me? That's like Officer Dawood coming here talking about Tazi, you're the new camp leader.
I'm good for now.
So like, sir, no thank you. I don't want that. No. So you're gonna take me, so you're gonna tell me you're gonna reject it. Come on, sir. It's the reason why it's the reason why you were given that job. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Is that it on that?
Yeah, that was the end of that verse.
Give me that. Just give the story to heart. This is why they give them money. This is why they give them money. Because when they start to think that they want to do the right thing and this and that, they come with another blank check. I don't even know how Jay-Z gets his money. I remember when he was coming up, all the Rockaware and movies and all the hustling he did. I seen it. But how is he still getting the money? Billions of dollars. Beyonce don't come out with no good music. When the last time Beyonce came out with a good album? The B-Day album was lit. I had to be 18. 1, 2, 3. That was what? 13 years ago? 15 years ago.
Too much on it, but they do own their own companies and labels and restaurants and clothing brands.
You don't own no label. You don't own no label. Rock Nation's a managing group, and he's not the one that he's not the sole owner of it. He has to split that money with a lot of people. Yes.
After seeing what happened in Kanye, I don't even there.
Well, the brothers bringing out is very heavy. Because Kanye was supposed to be a billionaire, and then he said that the Jews are black, and he ain't no billionaire no more. And nigga back down to 400 million.
Wasn't he like the richest man? The richest black man in America?
Who?
Kanye?
No, he was the richest entertainer, richest rapper, music person. Because Jay-Z's not a billionaire. Him and his wife together make Billy a billionaire. You know who's a real billionaire by herself? Rihanna. All that makeup she makes and shit like that, man. Rihanna's a billionaire by herself. I know you didn't know that. I know. Because she's so under the radar. She just get pregnant. That's all she do.
Oh, yeah,
she just get pregnant and have a baby and do Super Bowls.
She's an Israelite, right?
Yeah. Yeah, from the Virgin Islands. What's that dude name? Tim Duncan. Read that for me though. Ecclesiastes 7:7, Caviar.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
Right? Do you be upset when you oppressed? You be mad, angry. Right? Surely oppressors make because you're wise. You're wise. You ain't even got to be oppressed, but you see your brothers oppressed and you be angry, don't you? Why ain't Jay-Z angry? Why ain't Beyonce angry? Beyonce is from Houston, Texas. And right now, Houston, Texas is at an all-time high in murders. Why ain't she mad? Kanye. No, Kanye is very wise. That's why he went on a rant. I'm going DEFCON 4 today. He went mad. He went mad. He went mad. George Bush does not care about black people. He went mad. He said it. He said it. He said it. I remember his first songs, bro, when he was talking about how this person just crack and the white man get paid off of all of that. Somebody buy Jordan's dope crack man sell crack or something like that, and the white man get paid off for all of that. Kanye's mad.
He don't act like he's wise.
Shit. He don't act like he's me. He's mad. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And a gift destroyed the heart.
And a gift destroyed the heart. What is the gift? Why aren't they mad? Because they get a gift. What is the gift? Their wealth. What else?
Money. The cars.
That's wealth.
The jobs.
You know what? My mama ain't never listened to a Jay-Z song. But she knows who the hell Jay-Z is. What else comes with the money? What is that called? The what? No. The fame. Some people be famous and be broke.
Yeah.
Because a gift destroys the heart. Yes. Now see, you talking about money. Prince was wealthy. It's different. His estate is something crazy. That's why they still having arguments today over his estate. Just like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson owned the Beatles catalog and shit like that. It's a different type of wealth. You know what I mean? Different type of, you know what I mean? Niggas, I'm worth $1 billion. Nigga, I own stuff that's billions of dollars. And with that, I pass the class over to priest officer Taziar. I own shit that's billions of dollars. Don't worry about your billions of dollars.
Those that ISUPK security announcements. We had ISUPK started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Approved for any new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapters 3, verses 8 through 10. Masharah means tens in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department of teacher. Priest funds, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Memorial of the blowing of trumpets is the first day of the 7th month on Friday, 15 September 2023. You can find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 24 through 25. If Any brother who wants to be a trooper in the school, you are required to wear all black. That includes boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And this concludes the Isupk security announcements. I ain't been taught that yet. Do the salute.
You have. What are you talking about? You talk to you salute all the time.
No, the homage and all that. Oh, I mean, I just know that one.
Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Go ahead.
Okay, everybody, Imajum, which means to stand. We're going to Sar, Wapanu Hakwadum, which means to turn the face to east. We're going to read the Lord's Prayer and the last one head up.
Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakaka. Taba'ah. Ratzaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'aratza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Lathananawa. Lakam. Kav. Yawam. Wasalakinawa. Kabawakinawa. Kasalakinawa. Kabawatinawa. Wala'ah. Tabayanawa. Banasayawan. Abal. Pawashayanawa. Mayam. Right. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wahala. Wahatapara. Layawalayan. Amen.
And what we said was, Our Father, which art in heaven, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Okay, we're gonna give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshai Barakatam, Yadim Mitzah. Okay, and then we're gonna turn and face the sisters to give the sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim Barak, Yahweh Shema Alatah Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Yadim Mitzah. Class dismissed.
You send it to